Hey everybody, I'm Tim and Merry Christmas. It's time to light up the holidays with some festive blends. And you're watching Cigars Daily. Hey, get more out of this video from the community on Cigars Daily Plus and now on Rumble as well, where you can find extra content and more in each of our videos. Well, Christmas is right around the corner, and guys know what that means. It means a lot of highly inappropriate Yule log jokes to your wife and spending basically all of your money to spoil your children rotten, only to ruin their Christmas when you didn't get the one thing that you forgot to get that they wanted. And certainly for cigar aficionados out there, don't count on Santa dropping you off any cigars because he seems like more of a pipe guy. And that is a little sus to me, as my kids put it. There's a guy with a sweatshop full of elves. But at the end of the day, there are blends out there to explore, and that's what I want to do today. Of all the blends in the world, new and old, there are certainly some that seem primed for the holiday season. Cigars where their flavor profile and complexity offers something fascinating that pairs well with the holidays. Whether it's an eggnog or a cold night out in your cigar tent or something with some family that you want to avoid by smelling like smoke. There are a lot of different cigars that come up during this holiday season, and I do get the question a lot. Which cigars are sort of the most choice ones for Christmas? And that's where we're headed today. I'm going to show you an arrangement of different blends that I consider to be particularly well suited for the Christmas season. And this list has got something on it for every type of aficionado as well. Whether they're brand new and really like mild stuff, or a seasoned veteran of the cigar world who wants something darker, bolder, and stronger. For those who are sort of on a budgeted approach, and even for someone looking for a little extra something in the flavor to give it that festive cheer. There's truly a totally diverse array of cigars on this list. But I'm going to ask you up front to drop your comments down below. When holidays roll around and it gets real cold and your Yule log jokes have failed to produce any real results, what cigars do you turn to in a cold, bitter, lonely time on your back porch or in your cigar tent? Put those comments down below and people can look there because there's a lot of brilliance in the Cigars Daily Nation and a lot of guys and gals with incredible experience. And of course, with no further ado, let's jump right in. Now, not to be all bah humbug up front on the list here, but I have to start with this disclaimer. It feels like whenever I make one of these videos, I end up putting Dunbarton cigars on them, Steve Saka cigars. He in no way incentivizes me to do this. In fact, if anybody in the cigar industry disincentivizes me, it's probably him, because he's the most likely one to hurl an insult at me or tell me I'm an idiot when I put out a video of anyone in the cigar industry. Most cigar makers, by the way, Steve, who I know is watching this at some point, most cigar makers call me and they say, "Good job, Tim. I really appreciated that." However, if you know Steve Saka, you know he's honesty level 105. The dial's all the way up. It's when you get Steve, you're going to get what you get and you don't throw a fit. And that's how it is, especially with his cigars, because Dunbarton has one of the most widely diverse catalogs out there. Steve Saka blends everything, even stuff that doesn't really exist, like these perfectly festive StillWell Stars. There's two of them that for me are sort of perfect for the holiday season. I say he blends the type of stuff that doesn't exist because these are two aromatic blends. They use pipe leaf in the blend with black air cured cigar leaf to create a sort of hybrid blend that gives the aroma, sweetness, even smoky texture of a pipe while still being a cigar and clearly not a pipe. He did a few years ago, the StillWell Star Holiday Y23, which was so overwhelmingly popular that he actually put it into regular production, gave it the blue star on the cigar, and now it's all over the place, and it's great. And I think that the cigar world is thankful. On the other side of it, last year he did the StillWell Star Holiday Y23, and this year followed it up with the Holiday Y24, a cigar that is the same blend as it was last year, though both of these come with this, like, again, I have trouble really putting words to this. For the Holiday Y23 and 24, I call it like vanilla caramel peppermint. It's very sweet and has this like super festive, creative Christmas morning character to it. Also at the same time, the StillWell Star Holiday Y22 gives this almost like eggnoggy or Christmas cookie type flavor to it. The thing that ultimately comes out of an aromatic cigar like these two here is that they don't have just your average cigar tasting notes. They are something else, something extra, something different without being an infused cigar. They are very interesting. And this holiday season, if your Yule log joke goes well and you do make it to the end goal, your wife might even sit next to you and say, "Oh, that smells really good," because the aromatic smoke really is found to be quite pleasant by a lot of people. Now, I don't want to pick a cigar just because the color of the band sort of matches the season. I know there's a lot of people that look for cigars by the band. I'm not one of those guys. This line happens to match up exceptionally well, and that is the New World line from AJ Fernandez Cigars. This is a line that truly offers something for a variety of different types of cigar lovers, starting off with the milder, green-labeled New World Cameroon. It's such an earthy cigar that is so balanced with a nice nutty and woodsy complexity that comes across with a little bit of sweetness, but all around, I think, well encapsulates what Cameroon like tobacco is all about. It's a very different type of leaf, but offers a nice complexity with a little bit of a spice to it, mild to medium. Now, in the fully medium, almost medium plus range is the New World Dorado. Uses leaf that comes from AJ's Dorado fields in Esteli, Nicaragua. It's because this field grows this like golden leaf, and he says that he really likes it. But one thing's for damn sure, the New World Dorado has been a smash hit among cigar aficionados who like talk about the thing for its complexity along with refinement of flavor. It's the kind of cigar that's like, you know, the Macallan 12 year rather than your regular Macallan. It's like a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner, a little bit like easier to pick out flavor notes because it's just got a little bit more going on. And of course, the classic, the original, the New World Oscuro. The first one that AJ put out has this red band and red footband on it. And not just for Christmas, all year round, this cigar spits out some intense black pepper on the retrohale, some really bold spice across the tongue, a very dark flavor profile with leather, a little bit of cocoa and espresso in it. This is a cigar that pushes across a lot of power, but for those who can handle it, seem to enjoy it. And so this year, if you're looking around the dinner table at all the relatives who just came in for the free grub and you're thinking to yourself, man, I wish I could go to a New World right now. Well, you may not have to, because a New World cigar seems just about as suitable. Now I know that I just said that I don't like to pick the cigar because the color of the band matches the holiday, and this is going to make that really hard to defend because Blackbird's Crow and Cactus Wren are the perfect shade of red and green. And I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I have brought these home and put them in my humidor before and pulled Allison into the room and be like, look, I decorated for Christmas in the humidor. The truth is, for the bold aficionado, I think that these two cigars offer superior balance and complexity in blends that aren't altogether normal. Both of these use a Mexican San Andreas wrapper, yet offer completely different profiles. With a different mix of binder and filler leaves, one offers a little bit more pepper and spice, and the other offers a little bit more chocolatey flavor. They're two cigars that to me stand out, but also balance in the midst of boldness is something that's not entirely easy to do. Jonas Santana set an extra eye of focus on that with these two cigars. That's why I was so excited when he chose this as a daily edition blend, and now is working on the same thing box pressed with me. This is a powerful and exciting thing for me personally. But when it comes to finding something balanced for the bold cigar lover, I think these two blends are uniquely different while at the same time offering a large amount of vibrance in terms of a flavor profile. And so this Christmas season, if it starts to get a little weak around the house because the kids are crying and screaming and the dog won't stop eating stuff off the table, maybe a crow or a cactus wren is the right way out of that mess. Now in this video, we've already seen some cigars that are more mild, have a bit of a festive flavor to them, the medium cigars, a few bold cigars, and I want to add just one more to the bold cigar selection because for me, this is a cigar that introduces quite a bit of intrigue and one that I was just only recently introduced to, and this is the Cavefire by Karen Berger. Listen, I've never met Karen Berger, but I like the cut of her jib. She makes an incredibly consistent, dark, and very complex cigar with very vibrant flavor notes. The Cavefire here sort of took me by storm this year with this very bold flavor, a spice in the back of the throat, some black pepper on it, but interesting cinnamon, along with a very vibrant sweetness to the wrapper on this. That mixes in with some other sort of standard or more typical, very strong cigar flavor notes. This is one that stood out to me as sort of above the rest of the pack, head and shoulders above the rest, if you will, in terms of quality of a premium cigar blend. And for me, is a cigar of choice for after that holiday dinner when my stomach is full and I'm tired and I've probably eaten something that I shouldn't have in terms of cake or dessert, and I just want to sit down and enjoy the moment. And so there you have it, a selection of different blends for the various types of aficionados in the world. And I'll ask you down below to drop a comment. What is the Christmas cigar that sort of best goes with the season or with the occasion? And is there something on Christmas that you're looking forward to this year, or someone you're looking forward to avoiding with a cigar in the backyard? I would love to hear more about that from you guys, and thank you so much for joining me here. Please do follow this channel, subscribe, turn on the notifications, like it, share it. Help us continue to grow as the largest cigar community online. And do so by checking this video out on Cigars Daily Plus and on Rumble. Thanks again. This is Tim signing off for Cigars Daily, and I will see you in the comments.